he had it. And obviously, we weren't supposed to bring video games to school, so he would always do his little video game time where there were no teachers. What you need? I got that purple, that white, that green. Whoa, what's green? Zelda. Wait, what's purple again? Barney. Barney has a game? Yeah, it's only out in Japan. My boy hooked it up, though. Yo, let me get that purple above you, son. You got the game I wanted, right? Yeah, it's right here. I'll see you back here next week. God bless. So I see this. I want to be included. Everybody else is doing it. I walk up to Maurice. I'm like, yo, let me trade you one of my games. Yeah, chill. Shh. Don't be running up on me like that. You working with them people? No. You an undercover cop? I'm not a cop. I'm in your class, man. What games you got? Mario. I already got Mario. Huh. Yeah, when you get some more games, come holler at me. I don't know about some of y'all rich people out there, but I only got video games 2 times a year. I go home and I bug the crap out of my mom. She goes to my dad and she's like, I gotta go run errands, buy your son a game while I'm gone. My dad turns to me and he's like, go watch QVC. If a game comes on, tell me and I'll buy it for you. Hold up, is QVC even still around? So I'm watching it for about 30 minutes and then a video game randomly pops up. I didn't even care. I was like, Dad, get that game right now, call him. Dad calls. I was glued to that window for the next 5 to 7 business days. I even told my sister, like, Deka, we're gonna have to start taking shifts. I know your birthday's on Friday, but I'm gonna need you on post. There's nobody else to cover that shift. This is bigger than both of us. Game finally comes. I am so excited. I ripped that box open with my teeth. I'm a little embarrassed to say the name of the game that I actually got. So let's change the name and say that I got Barbie's Horse Adventure. I'm playing this game for hours. And then like a week later, I go to school and I'm like, hey, Maurice, I got that Barbie's Horse Adventure. Word? Yee. I'll let you borrow it if you let me borrow Zelda. I'm gonna bring Zelda, you bring Barbie. Come back the next day, I see Maurice, I walk up to him. Yo, you got the stuff? Yeah. You sure you're not wearing a wire? Let me pat you down one time. Okay, you good. So I give him the game, he hands me a game, and I'm like, whoa, hold up. This ain't Zelda? I just got it, it's far. I go home, I play this game is hard garbage. A few days later, I'm home. My neighbor Marcus comes up to me. Marcus is in 6th grade. He goes to Robbinswood. Donde, did you let a kid named Maurice borrow Barbie Horse Adventure? Yeah, I did. My friend at school bought Barbie's Horse Adventure off of a kid named Maurice. She just sell your game. So the next day at school, I run up on Maurice. Please tell me you did not sell my game. Yo, chill. Don't be running up on me like that, pimp. You sure you're not wearing a wire? I didn't sell your game. I got it still. I'm over here trying to level up my horsey to level 80 so I could do the gallop by on the rival gang. Bring my game tomorrow. Come to school the next day. Run up to Maurice. All right, I got your stupid game. ¿Dónde está? Es Barbie. Oh man, I forgot it. Fast forward to the end of the day. Miss Nelson sends like me and 10 other kids to the library for some random, I don't even remember what, but I remember when I got back to class, Jamie runs up to me. Adante, I was over there playing Oregon Trail by the computer. My whole family's dead. We got bit by raccoons. That's not important. I saw Maurice go in your bag and take something out of it. I run over to my bag so fast, my game is gone. This all happens 5 minutes before school gets out. The bell's about to ring. So Miss Nelson's like, okay, everybody, line up by the door. I start panicking. Miss Nelson. What? Maurice went in my book bag and stole my game. And see, Miss Nelson was non-confrontational. She liked staying out of crap. Guess what she did? She looked away, turned and looked at the door like she didn't just hear me say what I just said. I look at the clock, and I know Maurice is like 15 seconds away from freedom. So I just scream, Miss Nelson! Dang it, Adonde! Okay, everybody, drop your book bag. Maurice, unzip your bag. He opens the bag. Boom! Alright, Adonde, so I could send Maurice to the principal's office. Or we can just handle this off the books. Hey, we can just, just go home and tell your dad what happened, and then ask him if he wants to come in and settle this. I went home, told my dad. So go to school the next day, and I'm thinking to myself, like, alright, I don't know what time my dad's coming. Let me prepare We're probably gonna run good cop, bad cop. Then all of a sudden the classroom got real silent. I look up. My dad's just standing in the doorway like a statue. Then Miss Nelson's like, okay, Maurice, Adonde, out in the hall. We get in the hall and I start thinking, okay, I'm gonna open with good cop. I'm his friend. My dad pops off. Where's the mother game? Tell me where the game is. I bought that game myself. I never buy him games. I've killed before. I'll kill again. Okay, Dad, I didn't expect you to come in that hot. Yes or no, you sell the game. You traded it. Say you traded it. I troubled it. What? I troubled it. Get out of my face. Maurice goes back in the classroom. My dad turns to me. Your game is gone. It's probably in Bangkok by now. I'm out. I'm going to work. Don't ever ask me to buy you another game ever again. And as you guys have probably guessed, I never did get my game back from Maurice. R.I.P. Barbie. Moment of silence. Pour some out for my dead homies.
Hello?
Put an end to it. Dramamine N, new from Dramamine, uniquely made to treat nausea, dizziness, and vomiting. New Dramamine N. Put an end to it.
In high school, I never understood going to school to skip class on campus. That made no sense to me. If you didn't want to go to school, stay home. I'd be in driver's ed class outside on the bleachers, look over and see kids skipping every single day, like literally skipping. La 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 la. And at my school, skipping was like a really big problem. So if you ever got caught, it's Saturday school or detention. Not worth it. I go to school and forget that I have a massive test that I didn't study for. So, bump it, I'm just gonna skip. And lately I've been getting a lot of subscribers from England, Australia, and Canada. I don't know how schooling works over there. At my school, we had 3 lunches and 1 long class that you just stay in for that whole time until it's your lunch. And I had the last lunch, so all I need to do is skip class for the first 2 lunches, and then we Gucci. And the late bell rings, so I'm just like, okay, well, it's now or never. And over by art and photography, there's these bathrooms that are single stall that I always smell wacky tobacco coming out of. So I walk over there, and there's an open stall. I go in, I hide, and then I wait for the first bell to ring. So kids start going into the lunchroom, and I'm thinking to myself, I could hide in here for an hour. Or I could be a fatty and eat at all 3 lunches. And if you've seen any of my Instagram stories or my Snapchat stories, you already can know which one of these I picked. I had my main squad, Willie and Bandit, in high school, but I'd also squad hopped. I was cool with the Jamaicans, the goth kids, the nerds, the popular kids. Okay, I wasn't really friends with the popular kids, but you get the idea. I'd never been to this first lunch. It had a completely different vibe. But please believe, I was chilling with my Asians over there like... Bell rings, everybody starts leaving the lunchroom. I start heading back to my bathrooms, and there's an administrator blocking it. So my new mission objective is to find a new bathroom, and then I'll just come out for a second lunch. Boom, we good. And now the administrators are watching all the kids going into the classrooms. I don't got no class over on this side of the building, so I walk outside and I'm acting like I'm going to another building, and then I hear, hey! I didn't hear anything. I'm just gonna walk this way now. Then I hear her say, hey, you stop! And then I ran. If you ever run from administrators, that's 3 days suspension. I sprint for like 30 seconds, and I thought I lost her. Look over my shoulder, and she is right there like... I'm 16 and a half years old, and you're like 70. How you keeping up with me? I ain't going back to jail. I did my nickel. I ain't going back. I'm guessing a lot of kids ran from her, because I felt like John Connor being chased by the T-1000. So I'm zigzagging, running around corners. I find a bathroom. Boom, kick open the door. There's 10 other dudes in this boy's bathroom looking like refugees, all skipping, waiting for their next lunch. So there's like a 10-minute window between when lunch gets out and the next lunch starts. So I just have to not get caught before that next bell rings. So I'm chilling in the bathroom, and then I hear the double doors at the end of the hall open, and then I start hearing heels. None of these dudes know what's going down, so I run into a stall. Thank God there was nobody in it. we're in a boy's bathroom. She can't come in here, right? So the heels keep getting louder and louder, and then she gets to the door and cracks it open, and she goes, I know you're in there. Nobody says a word. If you come out now, it's not gonna be that much of a punishment. But if you make me go and get a male administrator, everybody in here is getting suspended. I'm dripping sweat. Sweat is coming out of my booty cheeks right now. My mom is from the Caribbean. I know if she finds out I ran from an administrator and got suspended, she's gonna beat me with a fridge. So once she threatens she's gonna get another administrator, one guy cracks and he comes out. Is anybody else in there? Yeah. So then another kid who's always in trouble, we'll just call him Dre. Dre's like, forget it, whatever, I'm in here too. Who else is in there? You better not cover for anybody. So he walks back in, and like, Dre is cool. He ain't gonna snitch. You, and just raps with no hesitation. And then he starts walking out, and she's like, is there anybody else? Oh, let me check the stalls real quick. What the H? Dre? I hear him open up the other stall. You, out. She opens up my stall, and she was like, is there anybody else in there? And he looks me dead in my eye, and he goes, nah. That's it, it's all clear, ain't nobody else in here. Me and Dre never even talked. We have gym class together. And I never said 2 words to this dude. Needless to say, that was the last time I ever skipped class. Ever. Sit here, and then you look at the camera. These are my neighbors. Have y'all skipped before?
Have we skipped?
Mm-hmm. And don't look here, look there. Show of hands if you skipped class before. On campus?
I had 163 absences my senior year.
I tried it once and almost got expelled.
But my dad was a teacher, so nobody cared.
No, that was me pushing your hand. Okay, I don't know about you, but I don't like the way tests make me feel. I get super anxious before I take a test, and then I get really depressed after I do bad on a test. We had kids in my class who were getting gray hairs in middle school. Some of y'all are probably like, Swoozy, if they were Asian, it's all genetics. No, it's not. See, I know my Asian friends secretly stress out 6 plus 6, and I think to myself, yes, this is totally never gonna help me in life. Words, and then teach us basic conversation, and once a week she would turn off all the lights and we'd watch Beauty and the Beast, completely dubbed in French. The class was an easy 8 until we actually got textbooks. Masculine, feminine nouns, conjugating verbs, prepositions, like, well, all of that. And I get to that first written test. Conjugate the following verbs into past, present, and future. What? Get this crap out my face. I'll be danged if this is the class that holds me back from getting that 27-inch TV. And then something just tells me, look over to your left. My boy Josh is like burning through this test. He is like quietly singing Be Our Guest in French. C'est la paix, c'est la paix. And that same little voice in my head just whispers, my eyes kind of just scrolled down to his paper, flexibly writing down everything I saw, and boom, B+. So next test comes along, y'all already know I'm cheating. Okay? I wasn't always a goody-goody. I used to be up in the clubs popping bottles, but it's cool, because Josh was one of my best friends at the time, so I knew he wouldn't even mind. Next test comes along, Josh gets an A, I get an A. Fast forward to the next test, I'm sitting there practically flipping through the Best Buy catalog, and I noticed Josh is moving a little bit slower on this test than he normally does. He fills out an answer, I fill out an answer. Then there's a pause. Then he'll fill out another answer, and then I'll fill out an answer. And there's another pause, and then I hear him say, Andre, stop cheating off of me. Okay, I'm gonna act like I ain't even hear him say that, okay? Then he writes another answer, I wait for a second, then I write an answer, and then he says it a little bit louder. He's like, Andre, stop cheating on me. Josh, just let it happen. Just let it happen. Frame me la bouche. Frame me la bouche. So there's a long pause. He writes down another answer. I wait for like 30 seconds, and then I write down an answer. Miss Price, he's cheating off of me! Yelled it out in front of the whole class. I'm not even exaggerating, y'all. Needless to say, I got an F on that test, a C in the class, and no honor roll. See, Josh is lucky my thug levels had gone down by the time I got to middle school, because the old me Would've been waiting for him outside the class. As soon as he stepped out, get all up in his face like, my dude, why you snitching? This is not a game. What, you think this is a game? Now I gotta open up a can on you, partner. I didn't choose the thug life. Thug life chose me.